Hey, what's going on? It's your guy Rocky from Rockside RC, hitting you guys with another video today. So we're gonna do an unboxing with your guy Rock. So what we have today, we have a Carisma. This is my first Carisma. Never had one before, so we're gonna see exactly how this thing crawls and performs, etc. I'm gonna actually try to take it out with my buddies tomorrow. They're going crawling, so let's see how this thing performs. All right, let's take a look and see what this thing looks like. You know, I definitely wanted to check this thing out. I love the van look, very cool. You know what, but before I actually open it up, let's take a look and see what features that this truck actually has. Okay, so it does give us solid axles, double triangulated 4-link suspension, quality high torque, metal geared steering servo, Gen 2 chassis layout with forward weight bias, waterproof LiPo safe ESC with crawler mode, front bumper with shackles and winch mount, fully adjustable transmitter, true beadlock wheels and high grip tires. It's a 5-pole motor, it's a 17 turn, so it does have a 14-tooth pinion gear on it. This is a brushed vehicle. This is a chassis mounted servo. All right, let's get this bad boy open. Oh wow, look at this thing. This thing looks real good. Nice. Nice. This thing looks really, really nice. Wow. Okay, so in the box they do give us a little manual here. Little user manual. Looks like they give us some extra bumpers for the front and for the rear, it looks like. Some extra stickers. They actually do supply us batteries for the remote. So this is their CTX 8000. Looks like it's just a rebranded remote for Carisma. All right, let's check out this Carisma. You know, it's not a licensed body, but it looks real cool. It looks real tough. I like it. The blacked out wheels, these are bead locks. Vented tires. Tires don't feel bad. Wow, tires actually do not feel bad. Tires feel really good. These are plastic bead locks, but they do look good. Gives you like a scale looking tire. They are Carisma branded, but they do look good. That's cool also. They actually give you a 5-lug wheel. The windows all the way around, they're all stickers. I don't know if you've gotten one of these or if you're looking to buy one of these, but I've just been kind of going around and just retouching up the stickers, basically, just making sure all the stickers are on. Because some of the stickers are kind of like, I can't say peeling back, but it seems like they just weren't placed on all the way, so you might just want to go over them, make sure that they're pressed down all the way. Like even this area here, it looks like they do give us headlight buckets in the front. I like the grill. The grill looks really cool, looks really mean. So it looks like there's a 4-link in the rear and a 4-link in the front also. They do give us metal links for the front and for the rear. It looks like the drive shaft is metal also. So they already give us metal drive shafts from out the box. This truck really seems like a quality made truck. So they even give us Velcro on the sides. Very good, Carisma, very good. The Velcro on the sides helps so the body doesn't rattle. You know, while we're driving down the trail or whatever the case may be is, you know, sometimes you get that body rattle. With the Velcro on the sides and the body clips, I'm pretty sure that you're gonna have not that much body rattle. Very convenient. So just to show you guys, this is the Velcro that they provide inside the van. And that, like I said, that locks the body down to the chassis. Let's take a look and see what we have. We have your brushed ESC right here. You have your transmission right here. You have your brushed motor right here. So it looks like they actually give us a nickel battery. They give us the old Tamiya plugs. You have your steering servo right here in the front. They do give us plastic steering link here in the front. So it looks like we're gonna have a little flex here. Most likely I'll upgrade that to metal. But everything else looks pretty cool. This chassis is a 324 millimeter chassis. So it's a longer chassis than usual. So like your standard TRX4, which is like a 313 usually, or what else? Axial, usually they're all like a 313 chassis. Unless you get like a JT. You know, if you get the JT or if you get a Defender, Traxxas Defender, then the chassis are a little bit longer. Also, Team Associated, they make longer chassis vehicles also. They do give us adjustable shocks all the way around. Nope, these are plastic body shocks, but they are adjustable all the way around, which is not bad. I think I'm gonna stuff a 2-in-1 in here and see how it performs. Let's put some batteries in this thing. Let's go. So we're gonna take the Prairie Wolf out for its first run. Let's see how this thing performs. This is a straight axle vehicle. if you can see that the truck is pushing to the left towards us. Alright, let's see if she pulls herself up. I don't know if it's yep, if it's the vine that's catching it. Come on, baby. Nice. Straight axle. Performs very well. Nice. Look at that side hill. It's a nice side hill right there. And we didn't lose it. Very cool. Sweet. See if we can make this nice. Back it up a little bit. Try to see if we can hug that tree a little bit. Nice. Nice. Truck handles very well.
Very cool.
Alright guys, so I figured I'd give you my review on the Prairie Wolf. This thing is definitely a cool truck. I took it through the trails today and I definitely had a good time with this truck. You know what, honestly, the truck really performed very well. You know what, I forgot to mention to you guys, it actually has opposite rotating drive shafts. That's definitely a cool feature. Honestly, the vehicle performed very well from out the box. Like honestly, I have spare wheels and tires and stuff like that. I was actually gonna put them on there, but I'm like, you know what, let me just see how the vehicle performs the way it is from out the box. And honestly, I gotta say, this is one of my favorite, hands down, right now. This is one of my favorite trail rigs from out the box. From out the box. I have Vanquish, I have Axial, I have Traxxas, and again, I'm not saying it's the best performing vehicle from out the box. I'm just saying it's my favorite vehicle from out the box for trail driving or for trailing. Why do I say that? Again, for it to perform the way it does from out the box, it did very well. The only thing I did to this vehicle, I honestly just upgraded the ESC and the motor. I actually just stayed with a brush system. I went with a 1080 ESC from Hobby Wing, and I went with a 540 spec motor from Holmes Hobbies. Nothing crazy, just wanted something just to throw in the vehicle, just to help it a little bit. I figured I'd add the 1080 for the drag brake. Van did awesome. I can't complain. Even with the tires, the tires really weren't bad. Again, these are still the plastic beadlocks. The articulation on the vehicle, it did very well. The side hilling, it did very well. And I'm saying this just because of the fact that it's so high. So it's got a high center of gravity. So you figure with the high center of gravity, it's gonna be very top heavy. This thing handles like it's not. I think what are these, like class 0 tires? Maybe, these are class 0 tires, and they perform so well. They really perform so well. Obviously with the straight axle, you have to think about what you're, climbing over or ascending. but otherwise, the truck performed very well. I am going to do a little bit more modifications to the vehicle. Most likely I am going to do some wheels and tires for the vehicle. Probably stick with either class 0 or maybe class 1 tires, but if anything, go with like a scale tire, maybe BFG Goodrich or maybe General Grabbers. We'll see, what comes to mind. Definitely gonna go to metal wheels just to add a little bit more weight down low. Again, the vehicle did well, but when I was descending, again, it was so weird and it was so funny to see the vehicle descend because again, it's so top heavy. So you assume or expect that vehicle to just flip over. The truck is very well balanced. Certain areas where I thought the truck was gonna just flip over, it didn't do it. It didn't do it. It was right there where it almost did, but it just didn't do it. So I figured if I put a little weight, aluminum wheels, steel wheels, or something like that, put some nice tires, it should definitely help with the weight down low in the rear. Being that it's a Carisma, I'm not too sure of option-wise of like metal axles and stuff like that, so I'm not too sure. If you do know if they have metal axles for the Carisma, please hit me up in the comments and let me know. If not, worst case scenario, I can always do, it looks like I can actually maybe do like some SCA-1E axles on this thing, or maybe even SSD axles, or even axles off of a Element Ecto, the Enduro chassis, so I'll see what I can do if I can upgrade these, and if I even need to go that far with it, to be honest, because honestly, again, from out the box, the thing really performs very well. Kind of laid out like a SCA-1E anyway, and that's what kind of put me in the mind of if I can't upgrade them and update everything, if I want to go crazy and make it a crazy build, I can always do the SCA-1E axles or Ecto axles, or the Element Enduro axles, pardon me. So, there's a few things that I can do to the vehicle to make it perform even better. High clearance links, take it from there. I'll definitely keep you guys updated. Definitely have more video of this van. This van is definitely cool. I had people stopping me in the trails. Man, that thing looks real cool. I like that thing, man. That thing is really, really cool. And you know what, I greatly appreciate it, of course. Just wanted to share this van with you guys. If you haven't heard about this Prairie Wolf Carisma, I think it's the SCA-1E. But if you haven't heard about the van, definitely check this van out. The Prairie Wolf from Carisma. This is my first Carisma ever. And honestly, I think I love Carisma now. Carisma really, really sold me after this. Now I want more Carisma vehicles. Now you're gonna see your boy with more Carisma RC crawlers. Alright, so stay tuned for more unboxings of Carismas. Alright, so if you wanna have if you have any questions, about the Carismas, hit me up. Or if you have any comments, you want to let me know what the best Carisma is out there, please let me know. Alright, hopefully everybody's enjoying your day, your family, your friends, and whatever RC car you have. It's your guy Rocky from Rocksat RC. Rocksat out.